the Roofnest Falcon 2. I've had this tent for a couple months now, and I have a couple things that I really like about it and a couple things that aren't my favorite. So let's kind of run over them and see if this is the right tent for you. Okay, so my number one favorite thing about this rooftop tent is the speed with which I'm able to pack it up and fold it back down. I'll just demonstrate that while I'm kind of showing you the process. So first step is you just unstrap the Velcro, pop those latches, and then you just give it a good push. And there you go. Now you can already sleep in it, but we do a couple more things just to make it a little nicer. So first off, we have this bungee strap that holds everything tight in there, and I just pull that down. And then next step is I pull my rods out of their little baggie, and then these the fly rods stick into here, into their little holes, and you hold the tarp out with them. So this is for if it's rainy, if it's stormy or whatever, it keeps your tent nice and dry and even provides a little bit of extra shade if that's something you're looking for. If you don't like that extra little tarp, you can zip it off from the top, but I've always liked to keep it on there. So there you go, it's all set up just like that. And you could see how quick that was, and I was even explaining, so I could even go faster if I wanted to. Okay, feature number 2, we got these crossbars. As you can see, on the top of the rooftop tent has these crossbars, and it's really nice to be able to keep like skis and bikes and a skybox, whatever you need to keep up there. And I mean, that's all I really have to say about it. It's a super neat feature. It's super simple, but it's super helpful. So I am a huge fan of that. Okay, feature number 3, we got the blackout curtains. So a huge part of camping, if you've ever camped at all, you know that when the sun comes up, it's really hard to keep sleeping. So these blackout curtains allow you to completely black out the inside no matter what time of day it is. So right now the sun's shining, and if I close these on both sides, I'm able to completely black out this area. So I can really sleep whenever I want, which is really sweet. So those are my 3 favorite options. Let's move on to some of the things I don't like as much. There's a lot more things that I really like, but we can only fit so much into a video. So let's talk about some of the things that aren't my favorite. Okay, so my least favorite thing that I have to do every time I set up is bring this ladder out of my car, extend it, and attach it to the tent, like that. It's a super nitpicky thing, but having to do it every time gets kind of old, and even sometimes I resort to just stepping on the tire and hopping in, just because I'm tired sometimes and feeling a little lazy. So that has got to be my least favorite thing included in this tent. Roofnest does offer other tents that have built-in ladders that just fold out with the tent. Super nice, but they're a little bit bigger and weren't exactly what I was looking for on my car. And you're gonna notice with all of these different things that it's super nitpicky. There's not a lot that I don't like about this tent, so I can only say so much. Okay, next up on the list, we got bedding. The bedding does not stay in this model of tent either. This is their compact model, which makes it so that the tent is kind of as slim as it can get. So in addition to keeping the ladder inside of the car, you also have to keep bedding inside the car. So it's kind of a nightly, or every night you have to kind of set up and pack down. It adds a little bit of time, but I mean, in the end of the day, it's not really that big of a deal. I'm already taking the ladder out and I just store them next to each other so that it's a really simple process. And they're, like, as you can see, that barely took any time at all. But once again, Roofnest does offer other options where you can keep your bedding inside if that's something you're looking for. So if that's a priority, make sure you go for one of their other options. Okay, number 3, we got these lights. This is honestly kind of a combo of a favorite feature and a least favorite feature, because I absolutely love these lights. They give off a really light glow, and there's lights on both sides, and they're super nice and convenient. The reason that they made it onto this list of not so favorite features is because they drain my battery. The way that these are powered is with a little USB cable, and you just plug them right into a portable battery, like that. And then they turn on, like that. And that's super simple and all, and I really love that. But the reason I don't like them is because they do drain my battery really fast. And I mean, I have a decent sized battery. This is 6,000 milliamps, which is not a small battery, but these things do still drain it pretty quick, which is not the best. But I do really appreciate having them available. So someday when I do get a bigger battery pack, I'm able to run them as long as I want. I really do appreciate this feature, but it is inconvenient that they suck down battery. And so there you go. There's some of my favorite features, some of my least favorite features about this rooftop tent. Once again, it's a Roofnest Falcon 2. They have multiple different options and lines, and so you can really pick out whatever you're looking for. So if some of those pros or cons are not what you're looking for and are deal breakers, then just check out some of their other options. And if you have any other questions about this rooftop tent, feel free to leave them down in the comments and I'll answer them right away. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.